Hello and welcome to another episode of Open Source with Briley. We are going to work on some game development today, or game mod development, with the ambition of making an educational game, but starting with small steps. We're building mods or modifications for the Minetest game engine, which also includes a game called Minetest Game. It's a bit confusing, but it's essentially an open source voxel-based game engine that allows people to build lots of different kind of games. And it used to come with a basic default game, they call it. And the name is Minetest Game. It's the confusing part. So the Minetest engine is what powers the Minetest game. And the Minetest game is now a standalone. It's separate. They don't distribute it. When you download the Minetest engine, you have to download the Minetest game or one of these other different kind of games here. Where are those? Under the content DB. There's several games. Minetest game, Mineclone, which is kind of close approximation to Minecraft for those people who are familiar. Now, Minetest and Minecraft are both voxel-based games based on crafting, exploration. They were created about the same time, I think around 2011. So they're kind of siblings. Minecraft, I believe, was created in Sweden. Minetest was created in Finland. But aside from that, they don't share much history together. They went on different paths, made with different programming languages, and Minetest, being the open source one, is where I'm focusing my energy as an open source developer. So we're building a game here. We're sort of calling it Open Learning Quest, and our mission is to make learning an adventure, to bring learning elements into these open world creative landscapes, games that kids are already really inspired by. How can we introduce a few learning concepts, pedagogical concepts, usually around science, technology, engineering, math, creativity, art. Those are our questions. We're starting with a very practical one, the periodic table of the elements. It's inherently a grid of boxes. So we're like, hey, let's start it out. Just create blocks for these. So far, we've got 8. Resende Tech has been the primary artist and developer for this periodic elements mod. We're co-maintaining it, and we're hoping it can be useful for giving some, I think, lessons or games that you can play involving the periodic table. Suggestions have been like a scavenger hunt, try to find them all in like a little area and assemble the periodic table. We've also got a basic, we haven't updated the README yet. We've got a basic craft recipe where if you combine 1 hydrogen and 2 oxygen blocks on the crafting grid, you'll get a water source that you can spam around the map if you have spill privilege. So yeah, that's where we're at today. Now, what I want to work on will be, let's see, starting a new conversation. It's a bit cumbersome to create each of these textures. There are 32 by 32 grids, pixel texture, and it consists of essentially just a number, which I guess is the number on the periodic table, and the symbol, letters, 2 letters at the most. This has been done by hand so far for 8 blocks. To get to all 118 is going to take a while. We're averaging around 6 blocks a week. Since this is done in our free time. And you could imagine, what if we need to change something about all of the blocks? Or change the color of a group, or the font face? That could be pretty cumbersome as well. So at this point we discussed it might be good to try automating this somehow. Automated texture creation. So we're going to turn to ChatGPT and see if there's any suggestions. I've gone through a couple of iterations of ideas of I think what could be possible. Various pipelines, perhaps using Python, and having the possibility of an intermediary format like SVG, or would it make sense to just slice up an existing SVG? Let's take a look at that approach real quick, actually. If I look on Wikipedia, they have a periodic table. Would it be possible, this is an interactive one, this is really nice, to just slice this up and then rasterize it, turn it into a grid of GIFs that I can just import? Well, let's see. The Wikimedia Commons usually has some non-interactive. This is pretty cool. I mean, I like how they're interactive and they're linked to all the elements, but it won't really serve our purpose. I could take a screenshot of that, for example. I'm not sure what this has got a lot of groups. I could create one in Inkscape. Something I'm not super sure about. I think we were going to use sort of like this design, but I don't know where this comes from. So that's one idea, the slice and SVG approach. Then another interesting thought is that we can generate these using Python. So essentially create a table like a spreadsheet, and each row represents an element, and the rows can have columns. We'll start with just the chemical symbol, or sorry, the symbol, and then the I guess just a number. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then later we could add other columns. And then the idea is that in Python we can generate an SVG. The SVG might have text. The text would have to be a font or typeface, which might introduce some cross-compatibility issues where these typefaces aren't available on all platforms. Or I could have a bit mask. I could take a bit mapped approach and just essentially have a bitmap recipe for each of the letters of the alphabet, and then sort of do matrix multiplication, what it would be, and just more or less combining masks, bit masks. So the background color is whatever it is, and then the foreground color is white. So it'd be like 1. And then we may or may not want to have the outline. I'm not sure if that's necessary. Might be considered as chart junk. But it might not be, because these have an outline here to delineate the grid. So, 1 pixel outline might be okay. Let's try this Python approach. Sizable matrices. Pixel matrix. This one seems like a lot of work, but I'm going to at least try to describe it. All right, so basically those are the three I've come up with. You know, painting pixels by hand, essentially getting Python to paint the pixels for us, you know, by pre-assembling an alphabet of pixel letters. It's difficult to describe, but I can kind of see it in my head. We would move these letters into a particular position on the 32 by 32 grid, and paint each one of those in turn, and then the numbers, and we'd have to change the size. It's a bit tedious, and but it would be, once we get the basic code working, I think pretty flexible. But ideally we could even, you know, maybe even just work with these in an SVG editor or something. All right, so let's see what our response is. So slicing an existing image, quick to implement if we can find a high quality image. We might even just create one. Limited customization. Yeah, true. Or create one, then we can customize it. Creating an SVG template using Python. Highly customizable. Scalable. Automation friendly. Yeah, this template requires more setup, including creating an SVG template and writing a Python script. Yeah. Rasterizing the SVG to GIF may introduce quality issues and degrade, require fine tuning. That's the problem. Yeah, we don't know how the pixels will have like aliasing. I'm not sure how the pixels will, you know, rasterize. Basically, how what it'll look like. This is time consuming. Yeah, each character is labor intensive, pretty complex. Yeah, even when I was describing, I was like, I don't even know how to describe this. Not very flexible. Another approach could be to leverage a game development tool or graphics library that supports automated sprite generation. For example, using a tool like Unity or a library like PIL. Python, you can programmatically create textures with specific colors, text, and numbers directly in a 32 by 32 canvas. That's kind of what I was hoping there would be, an approach like that. PIL is a bit heavy, but we can install it. And start small. We've already got the first 8 elements. So this would be just reaching parity with the current hand created one. Oh, okay, there we go. It's even using the hex codes and everything. Ah, see, this is the problem. True type font. But we can distribute to TTF. Okay, I didn't think about that. That's cool. So then it'll be reproducible across platforms. All right, let's try this out. I just chugged a bunch of water. I'll have to be right back. Let me get my code editor open here. See you in just one moment. Alrighty then. We're going to need Python environment in a Lua project. Oh boy. Anyway. Trust the authors. Need a terminal. Create the Python environment. Activate. Install the Python imaging library. Pillow. Hey, that was actually not so bad. Create a new file. Call it elements. And paste in I'm using my Mac keyboard shortcuts. Okay. Whoa, nice. Look at that. I wonder generate using. I wonder if it'll figure out what we're doing here. I wonder if this is correct. Crazy. But wow, is it? This is true? And it knows that? No way. This is a bit tricky, this implementation. I'm just thinking we should probably have a name for the group and then a map of group name to color. Because this is, if I want to change the color of the group. There we go. Not going to be very easy. And while we're at it, just since I'm getting help from the GPT, let's see, let me think here first. The number is the first one. Element number. Atomic mass. Or wait, yeah. State of room temperature, wow. Crazy. Wow. Maybe it can actually do all the 118 actually. Legibility will be challenging. Yeah, that makes sense. We're not going to do the full name on the blocks. Most likely it was just there to get us started. And do we have a get ignore? Seems like we need a get ignore. New file. Ignore that. We should have only 2 changes. 2 files changed. Hey, what's going on here? Refresh. Huh. Surprised that didn't work. Let me just do one thing real quick, see if this works. That should work though. That's correct. Or there's a thing to add to get ignore. Shit. Oh yeah, get ignore. Get ignore. It's a bit in my way. All right. Now we're good to go. We'll call this create textures.py. Bring that in. Ah, it's ping files. See what this takes. Format, yeah, ping. Let's give it a try. Defaults to white. So let's try running it. Right. Okay, so now we need an open source TTF font. Let's go to Google Fonts. Poppins. I like it. Download it. So we maybe don't want to keep the font under revision control. Google Fonts Downloader. Ah. I had already done that. Oh. Yeah, there isn't one. Oh, gosh. We just need a TTF font. This is one of the pain. Roboto. Yeah, well, how do I download it? Cool. All right. Roboto. So I'm on the page, about and license. Yeah, that's weird. So that, oh, it's down here. All right, all right. Can we do Poppins? For the heck of it. Mary Poppins. Open font license. Get it. Get the font. Download. Poppins zip. Ooh, there's my cowboy mustache guy. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm going to just drag it over here. Poppins light. We'll bring that. Boing. All right, I gotta extract it. Extract it there. Go to files. Downloads. Poppins. Oh, yeah, of course. Poppins regular extracted. That door worked. Okay. Let's try that. Over here. And over here. Poppins regular.gtf. Textures over there. Poppins regular.gtf. Should just be right here. I think oops, no, dang it. I think I can just do this, right? All right. So now we've just got some semantic errors. And then we get this. Could have been an API change. Interesting. Good to draw. Yeah, and we have different font size. Good. Nice. Save it. It works. Doesn't look as good. Oh gosh. It works though. It looks bad. It looks bad. All right, but we're a step closer. So now we've got the basic thing working. Looks like crap. Aliasing and such. So one thing, I'm just going to create it. Let's do 64 by 64. And what's this telling me? Not used. Details height. Interesting. 64 by 64. Image size is fine. 64. See, this is the problem with using literals. Then I've got to go through and change all the 32s. So we're going to just fix that once and for all. I suppose this is like a padding. I don't know what that is. We'll recreate them, makes them a bit bigger, but it looks better now. Alright, so we're good. We're coming along here. So the font size can be a little bit bigger. Let's try 28. The detail font size should be 12. Nice, nice. All right, so this is good. Comply with the changes. Looks good. A couple of things. Dynamic adjustment for text overflow within direction of text box. You have precise control over the text rendering. However, considering the limited space, there might be cases where long element symbol could overflow with the designated area. Enhanced legibility. Given the increased font size for the symbol and details, legibility should be improved. However, always test with various fonts. The file format consideration, same as ping, suitable for maintaining quality without loss. For a video game though, performance and resource loading times can be critical. Always balance file size. Ping is generally efficient for images with large uniform color areas, but keep an eye on the file sizes, especially as the number of elements increases. Automating scaling. Your script is set up easily to scale with additional elements or modifications to the existing ones, thanks to reading from a CSV file. This approach not only makes it easier. Yeah, that's true. So to be true to the current design, oh, it's going. I'm going to just follow this design. This looks good. We have the atomic number, or the element number, I guess atomic number, is that it? I don't know. And then the element name. What's going on? I'm going to copy this. Refresh the page. Okay, regenerate. Somehow it got all messed up. Periodic table. We're going to remove the atomic weight from the detailed text. We're going to move the element symbol to the bottom half of the image, add the element number to the upper left-hand corner. And it's generating the whole script over again. That's fine. 64. Symbol padding bottom 10. Padding from the bottom of the symbol. Number padding top. All right. 5. Yeah, we can fill it with white. That'll be the next step, perhaps. I'm going to just commit this as a basic proof of concept, and we'll talk to with Resident Tech. Talk over this idea, see what their thoughts are. Hey, it's looking good, but something's wrong there. Okay. Nope, that's not the right one. Let's see. Minus symbol. Now I can do this though. If I go to code, just see what it says. Let's adjust the script to incorporate these changes. Remove the atomic weight. Huh. Honestly, it can probably be in the middle of the image. I do like the pixel art style here. It's just tedious, and what we're trying to do is just get all of these made. We could use a pixel font, actually. A pizza font. That would be cool. Pixelify Sans. Yes, indeed. Pixelify. Get font. Variable, I suppose. Download all. I liked Poppins, you know? I like the idea. But this is pixel art game. $50 kilobytes. I mean, any of them is actually fine, but we'll just do regular. I can't just drag it there. That's unfortunate. So we'll extract it all. Extract it all. Extract. Then Pixelify Sans. Nice. Regular. And then this is good for now. It's almost good. Almost. The numbers are a bit weird. Dang it. Yeah, the numbers are just weird. I don't understand what these are. Public domain. It's an OTF though. Let's see if it works. Yeah. Looks good. I mean, it's not bad overall, so let's do that. And then the pull request, so the branch will be like automate the texture creation. I will give attribution. It's public domain, so we're not technically obligated to do that. But it's a nice gesture. We'll just do this. I think Alt-Ger that. We'll call it capital because it's a proper noun. And does JD Graphics have a thing? Have a web page or anything? Contact. All right, a couple of other tweaks is that we'll need to take a look at the colors. We'll need 10 color categories, and then we would like I think the white text. We'll make this a variable. All these like string literal, integer literal, that just needs to be variables, and that way we can just imports go up to the top. We can just change the configuration very easily from basically the top of the file. We don't have to read through all the code to make changes. What's this? We're not doing anything with that, so that's going to be an unnamed variable. And then why is it squiggling? What's the squiggle? I don't know. Let's change it to white. Try it again. How the heck? What's going on here? That's the problem. Ooh, they're so bright. The background colors. Okay. Or we'll just do black for now. Or gray. Which reduces the contrast slightly, but not so bad. Okay, it's gotta be black. It's somewhat self-explanatory. Don't need to comment. I sort of err on the side of caution. I add comments. But if it's just literally the variable name, well, then the code is actually self-documenting. Let's try that. Take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow. Very good. Boom. Maybe the atomic weight's not useful, but the metadata might be useful in the mod somehow. I don't know, in Lua, if we can load a CSV file, maybe. I mean, in the Minetest version of Lua, I'm pretty confident Lua would have the ability to open files, text files, and iterate over lines and such like that. This is incredible. I think it's correct. I don't know. We'd have to verify them all. Really? All right. She's not going to do it for me. It's understandable. We just do one line at a time. Then we'll need somebody to fact check. Almost there. Californium, Einsteinium. Maybe it'll even invent one. All right, then. We do want one empty. I guess, do you know an empty line? Arr, matey. Maybe it'll catch some error there. So yeah, there's a couple color palettes here. Some common ones, but I just don't know off the top of my head. Bokeh palettes, here we go. Color brewer palettes. And D3 category 10. Might be a good one. The D3 category 10. But I think there's been some better ones. D3 is pretty good though. Let's see what it says. Let's see what we get. I think it's a good start. It's different. It doesn't have the outline. So it's just a small update. Then we can switch to a white color palette, white text and outline, but we have to get the colors to be more towards the dark hues. And they sort of are, with the exception of pink. These ones are a bit hard to distinguish, but I think this is a good start. Yeah, and these are constants, so. Yeah, and the nice thing is we don't need these comments that tell us the color when we can actually see it. But it's cool that to see they line up pretty well. let's just any of them, I suppose. Yeah, black. 2 pixel black. It's sort of lopsided, but perhaps it's good enough for proof of concept. Maybe adds like a little bit of depth to it. Why is it strange that it's lopsided? I think we need to do image size -2. Change it over here. Decent. Now we have another problem. This is weird. Probably not going to press. Perfect. Interesting. All right, we got it. Oh, this has been a good session. You know, the alternative would be to register all the blocks. Not alternative, but the to finish the task would be create a data structure. We'll do that in a follow-up. Right now, at least we've got the, I'm getting kind of tired, and at least we've got the textures auto-generating. This will require a little bit of finessing, but essentially we'll take the element name, could be multiple words. I don't know if they're all one word, maybe they all are. And just, well, in any case, lowercase, they're all one word. Yeah. What do they call them? Maps? Or what do they call the dictionary map? No. It said it a moment ago. Table. All right. Can you do that? I'm thinking is one indexed. Symbol. So 1, 2, 3. Atomic number 1 and then weight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I believe it should work now. So to test this out, we have Minetest running. We have Minetest installed. I need a symbolic link, I think. Let me think for a second. Yeah. Snap Minetest. Current. I don't know. Bin. This is weird. Okay, how do we get to the dang mods directory here, right? Oh, man. Getting a bit tired. Got a challenging conversation. Text message. Alrighty then. Snap. Minetest. Current. Oh. Games mod. This is a weird thing. Oh, you know why? Aha, I get it. I put the wrong directory. Alt-G. Snap. Minetest. Mods. Mods. Current. Current. / mods. Boom. Now we will create a symbolic link. I don't remember the syntax for that, so we'll look this up. So I don't have to move all the files. I think it's ln minus s. Then you just do Load that up. Minetest failed to start. Try it again. We will start a game locally. Mod test, select mods. Periodic elements. Enable that. Motions is good. Save that. Start the game. I don't know my password. Permission denied. Oh yeah. All right. So it's finding it. Maybe I just need to move everything in there. That's all right. I prefer not to. It's nice to be able to develop in a different directory than the game. I think I can just RM the symbolic link though, right? It's a bit dangerous. No, not quite. But so let's see if we didn't do this. So I need code. Right. At least we didn't get the error. Very cool. There's our emotions mod. Got some unknown mods because I just removed those. We got 14 pages though. Poop on it. Strange. Okay. I think it was just, I just need to